Thank you so much. That's a council of song, very important. This song is sung when we give appreciation to our visitors. So by incorporating, you are very much important. Just to give you a bit of introduction for the proceedings I'm asking. There are no only introduce to His Royal Highness Prince Lekukela Modjadji, who's going to be joining us shortly. You'll see him. And he's supported by the Modjadji Royal Council. From my left side, you can see my beautiful aunts wearing yellow as well. And then here on my right, my beautiful uncle reddish in blue. So I welcome you all. Legamo, Jerry Ralamone. Now, the Modjadji Royal Dynastic issues have been occupying public space since the beginning of May, and a lot of things that have been said. There were opinions, agreements, disagreements, criticism, insults. This is really somehow divided public opinion. So, but on the public space. South Africa and its democracy, but allows to actually voice out their opinion and anything else. So, on the basis of the information, that's why Mustafa but decided no, it is important for the Gaza this press briefing and then read by the media so that we can unpack the royal essence. And most important, I think, session is why we move and why are we here and how did we end up here. So, performer. Okay, sorry, thank you so much. Yep, Kazi. Kosi Kizera Bravo. we welcome just to accommodation to clarify some of the issues. So that's not very much all. As soon as this one finishes with this speech, Pablo is here. Pablo is here in the room, and then Kakulobe, Bali, we do not proceed and we see always not lost. We have in our midst the Modjadji Royal Council members who will be here to answer any of your questions. And whatever now, already now, ample time, ask any questions that you might have. And let's try to be brief as much as possible so that we give the respondents time to respond to your questions as well. And I just want to remind you, Balobedu, we are still in the middle of a pandemic. So our team let's maintain social distancing, sanitizing our hands, and then from time to time our marshals will be coming to you for sanitizing. And then without wasting any time, I would like to take this opportunity to hand over the reins to the Royal Highness Prince Lekukela to address us.
Tomaga o le dumedisa ka Kilobedu gere ndao ke lebohe batho ka moka, especially on media le kondo damo ka ditaba tsa bona di attracta batho ba South Africa too much le the international world order. Re tla re khona le go tjata ba tsa Balobedu wa botse di tlhoka ka ndoni ya mosadi. Our nation has always been of great interest to both the local and global community because of our rich history, heritage and unique cultural practices. Allow me to clarify from the onset that there are certain cultural concepts that have been mistranslated in the English language, leading to a misinterpretation of our culture and tradition. I will start with the terms queen or reign queen. In Kilobedu, our throne is not attached to any gender. We have had 200 years of male rulers and over 200 years of female rulers. In the more than 400 years which the Balobedu or female, the terms king and queen are thus foreign terminology to us. However, to avoid confusion as we live in a society where English is a dominant language going forward, I will use the term king referring to a male Kosi and queen referring to a female Kosi. Reign queen is therefore also a foreign concept because our traditional rain-making ceremonies have always been part of our culture, regardless of whether the ruler at the time was a man or a woman. Yes, rain-making is a process that is led by Kosi, but it also involves the broader community who take part in our yearly rain-making ceremony. It would be wrong to attribute this sacred process to a single individual when it is in fact a collaborative effort. Furthermore, when the Royal Council in 1800 decided that time has arrived for queens to ascend the throne and to protect the lineage, our customs had to be modified such that queens should not marry. Therefore, all children born to the queen, myself included, shall have no claim to paternity. The queen is about or even claim paternity of the queen's children. Such information is highly classified and only known by designated members within the royal family. According to our customs, the queen does not exit the royal household until the age of 6. Where sacred rituals are performed. On the issue of recognition and queenship status, and our customs in any way. Because as I said in the beginning, any person deemed eligible by the royal family and the royal council, regardless of gender, may ascend the throne. 10 days ago, I had the honor to announce indeed its most important decision since my sister Queen Modjadji 6 passed away 16 years ago in 2005. Since then, the throne has been left vacant pending by the Modjadji Royal serve as regent. As the eldest in the royal family, it is my duty to make sure that the kingdom given the rich history of our nation and traditional practices in choosing the rightful heir to the throne, the Modjadji Royal Family and Royal Council took the decision to appoint my nephew, His Royal Highness Prince Lekukela Modjadji, as the rightful heir to inherit the throne from his mother. He is 24 years of age and the firstborn child of Queen Modjadji 6, and the elder brother to 16-year-old Her Royal Highness Princess Modjadji. It was also decided that Her Royal Highness Princess Modjadji will be given a senior position as the great aunt in the Modjadji kingdom when she comes of age and undergoes sacred cultural processes in order to strengthen our dynasty. His Royal Highness Prince Lekukela Modjadji will be inaugurated as King Lekukela Hex Modjadji the 7th on the 1st of October 2022, which is next year. It was decided that I shall, in the meantime, continue acting as regent on his behalf until he is inaugurated. We have already communicated with our traditional leaders as we prepare for the inauguration in order for every Balobedu to participate in this historic event. Gakilobedu, or Gerkilobedu Kiri, Vana Vakosi, Relovagamoga, Gauria Dudula Kijula. Which means things happen naturally. It is indeed said that the respected and famous Modjadji dynasty has arrived where it is today, at a time when the world is ruled by social media and media in general, where people end up not knowing what to believe. But we would like to emphasize that the Modjadji Royal Family, the Royal Council, our respected traditional leaders and senior traditional leaders are united, strong, and firm with our decisions. In 2005, after Queen Modjadji had died, that's when problems in the monarch arose. When David Mohali, who we thought was just a friend to Queen Magobo, instead claimed the paternity of Princess Masalanabo, daughter to Queen Magobo. Like I said before, this is a taboo according to our customs and culture. That's when we realized that there's a problematic individual amongst us who had discussed himself as one of us. In the process of burying, that's when Julia Mavale David Mohale has a Princess Masalanabo should be heir to the throne. He was referred to the Modjadji Royal family and the Royal Council to take a resolution on this matter. He simply failed. At the same time, there was a group of men who were under false pretext, calling themselves Magota. To our surprise, after the death of Queen Magubo, those Magota pushed for motion that the late David Mohale must be a regent. And consequently they were dismissed by the council, as they were not working in line with our tradition. One of those Magotas had hosted Queen Magubo at a party in his house, after which we learned of Queen Magubo's passing the following day. That's when the council realized that we are under serious attack, similar to the 1800 and the 1895 attack. These Magota were doing foreign things to our move some of our headmen and replace the headmen with themselves. Magota would at times fraudulently collect money from our people without the knowledge of the Royal Council. When the Royal Council appointed me as regent at that time, the government wanted a preferred name of the person whose behalf I will be acting. The government requested only one name, which goes against our culture. We nonetheless submitted the name of Princess Masalanabo. For at that time, the eyes of the royal family saw her as one of the preferred candidates to the throne. This is how we came to listing Princess Masalanabo as the preferred candidate. We later appeared at the Limpopo Commission against people claiming our kingdom as theirs. Amongst those people was Julia Mavale Mugoto. This was in 2006, 8 months after the family was unsuccessful in their attempt to get Princess Masalanabo back to her rightful home. As a result, the Royal Council and the Royal Family took a resolution in 2006 that Prince Lekukela, as a potential heir, is next in line to the throne. Also fearing for his safety and unnecessary attention on him as per custom, we agreed that it must be kept a secret until he officially takes over. Hiding the next heir to the throne has always been our culture. Not instances where you find an old man walking around with a little girl, holding a little girl's hand, introducing her as a queen. That's not our culture. That's not according to our customs. That's the culture of commoners who introduce and impose their foreign cultures in the royal house. We have order here in the royal house. Hello, bonjour. Our culture, not instances where you find an old man. No, I'm sorry. Realizing that some of our Royal Council members were getting old, in 2008, we signed a resolution and took it to the 2008 Premier of Limpopo his MEC in the Department of Cocta for record keeping, that Prince Lekukela will be next in line to the throne. After we discovered that the group plotting against the dynasty is larger than we thought. and it was restored in 2016. On the recognition of the monarchy in 2016, Dr. Matole Motseka approached me and said that he will help us bring Masalanabo back to the greatest news we always wanted to hear. We went to meet Dr. Matole Motseka at Randburg Magistrate Court, expecting that he will let Masalanabo go home with us, but instead he applied for a foster care in his favor, which was granted on condition that he should reunite Masalanabo with a family during school holidays. But he never brought Masalanabo home to spend holidays with her brother Lekukela, violating the same court order ruling in his favor. Instead, Dr. Motseka took Masalanabo to Julia Mavaleni Mukoto. He even wrote in one of his letters that Julia Mavaleni Mukoto is the right person to teach Masalanabo royal issues. Julia Mavaleni Mukoto, her brother, aforementioned group that once to the Limpopo Commission claimed that the Modjadji dynasty belonged to them in 2006. Their case was dismissed by the Tolo Commission. In 2016, we wrote to the Randburg Children's Court stating that we have taken many steps to facilitate Masalanabo's return home for over 10 years, but to no avail. This was when a social worker appointed by the same court, Ms. Ima Skirt, visited us and assured that it was safe for Princess Masalanabo to return home. Ms. Skirt added that she should be done sooner than later. Around the year 2018, Dr. Motseka told us that we owe him 1 million rand for taking care of Masalanabo. We requested him to submit invoices, but to this day, he has never done so. In 2019, we saw him misleading the ANC at a rally in Kimberley, announcing Masalanabo as Queen Modjadji 7th. Dr. Motseka had no right to announce anything about the royal family in public. This was disrespectful to the Modjadji monarchy. Unfortunately, Masalanabo has missed several divine sacred processes in our culture and tradition as a potential heir. We also were made aware about the existence of a letter addressed to the president, peddling misinformation about matters pertaining to the affairs of the royal family. It became clear to us that our dynasty would be used for wrong reasons. And all of a sudden, there was Queen Modjadji office in Pretoria. Without the consent and knowledge of the royal family and Royal Council. But it is our duty to act in the interest of our dynasty and Balobedu. The Royal Council is aware of the documents going around inviting people to join a council under Princess Masalanabo, which is another Magota style. In March 2021, we tried tirelessly through our legal team to revoke the foster care order on Masalanabo from Dr. Matole Motseka and his wife, Angie Motseka, the Minister of Basic Education. Unfortunately, despite the professional assessment of Ms. Skirt and our objection, the couple went ahead to renew the court order for Princess Masalanabo's custody. This was seen as disrespect and insult to the royal family and the Royal Council. It is our intention to save both the throne and Princess Masalanabo, so that what happened to Queen Magogo shouldn't happen to Princess Masalanabo. We know how our adversary operate. They win the trust of the incumbent, so they him is not a royal member of the royal family. She's not a member of the royal family, nor is she a representative of the royal family. By our adversaries. And by capturing of Princess Masalanabo, they thought they shall have got the kingship on a silver platter. Standing where we are still optimistic that whatever power that be will make necessary interventions and help us in returning Princess Masalanabo back home. I trust that from today, people will leave royal issues to the royal house, and commoners will know that they don't have a place in the affairs of the Modjadji throne. Only in Africa that has given women a chance for more than 200 years by birth, and not by marital status, a sign of being non-essential gender equality and transformation. In fact, Balobedu are 200 years ahead of modern systems and programs when it comes to the issues of gender sensitivity, women leadership and empowerment. Balobedu know and respect the order of things in our culture, the relevant traditional structures. Most of the negativity and confusion in the media is caused by people who do not live in Balobedu and have no knowledge and respect for our institution and its leaders. As the great uncle, together with the Royal Council, we will be the first line of defense of this dynasty, from attacks to the Modjadji dynasty. The future king, His Royal Highness, Prince Lekukela Modjadji VII, will be the last line of defense. Now, after 216 years, a male heir will ascend the throne. We still stand by our natural decision that long live the king, long live the king. Bula! Bula!
We really appreciate your efforts in clarifying this status in a very concise manner that you did. So yeah, we are really grateful. So another lady Nagoya from our media colleagues. So let's go where it has come. The Doja first couple of questions, and then we have the Royal Council led by our official spokesperson, Mr. Modjadji, supported by Angel Roni. I don't see Ramon here, but even though question, they don't also tell me that in ways of actual thank you. Okay, so our media colleagues, I just want to let you know this is your time. Here we say Jesus. I can go with the newspaper, the radio, the TV, social media, everything. So now, it's a journey. I want to say Jesus, the humanitarian. Please mention your name and the media house that you are representing.
region has just pronounced that the decision to announce Prince Lekukela as the next heir to the throne was a conscious decision taken by the Royal Council. He said that they were united in that decision. Does that mean that the decision was taken in consultation with Princess Masalana? And if so, is she in agreement? Thank you so much.
My name is Imani from SBC News as well. And I guess I have many points before I ask my question. It's because I want the next speaker to come to the table when they talk so that our microphones can pick up. But my question, I understand the region even address the issue of Ms. Modjadji, whom we've spoken to on several occasions, who stated that she was a member of the royal family. I understand the region also said that the family and the council are united in this decision to go ahead and inaugurate the prince as the next monarch. But I want to understand, are there members of the family present here who were part of this decision? Like as my colleague asked about Masalana's presence during discussions that led to this decision. Are there specific family members? I understand that the region is the brother to the late queen, but someone who can say, I am the grandmother or I am the cousin, because as members of the media, we cannot tell who this is and how they are related to the monarchy. So are there exact family members present here, and would they take us into confidence in terms of what the family thinks about this decision? And also, let's talk to understand, they are also saying you did not have much access to Princess Masalana. But what is the state of her mind right now? We're told that she is receiving counseling with this announcement. How is she taking the decision? How is she thinking?
Hello, my name is Abdul from EMTA. I just really want a clarity-seeking question. I understand from as early as 2006, the religion mentioned that it was decided that the Prince Lekukela would ascend as next in line to the throne. In fact, 2008, his name was handed to the Premier, but I later suggested that the preferred candidate that was submitted was Masalana to the presidency office, if I understand correctly. Why they would her name was submitted if already in 2006 the family had decided that the prince would ascend to the throne? And maybe just the reasoning behind now the decision to take the prince to the throne. Was it, you mentioned maybe that the queen does not exit the household for 6 months. Maybe you could give us clearer indications as to why the traditional 216 years would now be abandoned.
Colleagues, any further questions? questions? Going once? Going twice? Come again?
I understand at some point the Royal Council has been made for the President, asking them to intervene as far as the custody of Princess Masalana. As the Royal Council, what any response from the President up to this stage, or any department, relevant department, as far as the Minister was hoping to the election? Thank you.
And maybe just to add on to it, the presidency did mention, I remember President Ramaphosa mentioned that the Queen would be Prince Masalana. What decision, have you indicated your decision now to ascend the Prince to the throne, and what's the response from the presidency?
Thank you, guys. We will take another round after Mr. Mambule finished answering this first round of questions. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Program Director, for the opportunity given to give answers. Let me first indicate that, or let me rather say, I start with the question of clarifying the issue of one lady who claimed to be a member of the royal family, Tewu Gegana. And I want to start by indicating that the members of the Modjadji Royal family and the Royal Council are united on this decision. And let me indicate to you that from 1910, when this monarchy was establishing this headquarters here at Kitagoni, it was established in terms of how the Queen was related to the inner royal family members. And the Modjadji monarchy, as we indicate now, it is constituted of 4 royal family members. It's the Mulugwane, the Mateka family, the Mambeule family, and the Modjadji family. Now, in the Modjadji family, that's where we get a house. In Loweri we say Ndo, a house where the house that produces heirs to the throne. Now, these Royal Council members we are indicating here are derived from the 4 families. And we have here, they are all here. We have got members from the Mambeule family, members from the Modjadji family, members from Mateka family, and members from Mulugwane family. They constitute the Royal Council. Now, at the Modjadji family, where we say this house is the one which is responsible for producing heirs to the throne. Now, currently, that house was constituted by the 2 children of Queen Maguwo Modjadji VI. That is Masalanabo, that is Lekukela, and the uncle, because the uncle, who is the regent, who has been elected now, who has been appointed as regent, was the only brother to the late Queen Maguwo. Now, in terms of our culture, they belong to the Modjadji royal family, and they are the house that produces heirs to the throne. Now, this Modjadji Gegana, who claims to be one of the members of the royal family, let her come publicly and indicate how she is connected to this house, because she is not even connected to this house. You see, if you are coming from Modjadji, maybe you are falling under, or you carry the name of one of this royal family, whether you carry the name of Mambeule, or you carry the surname of Mulugani, or you carry the surname of Modjadji, and you find that you are just far away, you are not even an inch close to the inner royal family. You know, the surname doesn't give you the license to go and say, because I'm carrying the surname of Mambeule, I'm carrying the surname of Modjadji, I'm a member of a royal family, I'm a member of the Royal Council. We have got many people in this area who carry the surname of Mambeule, who carry the surname of Mulugani, who carry the surname of Modjadji, who are not the inner royal family members, who are not belonging to the Royal Council. That's why we are saying, those who are responsible, those who carry that title, are united. And that has been done over the past years. We are united in that decision. I hope I have clarified that. Now, again, I come to the issue of who says, where didn't you do any avenue when you say there were those people who took Masalanabo? Didn't you explore all avenues and so on? Remember, the regent has indicated it here, and even our culture. When you are a queen, you cannot be married. The queen does not marry. The children of the queen, no one claims the paternity of the children of the queen. It is taboo. You can't. I will give you an example. We have never had any man when during the time of Maguwo who claimed the paternity of Maguwo, and the regent was speaking here. No man claimed the paternity of the children of Mugube, who was Queen Modjadji V. No man claimed the paternity of Magoma, who was Queen Modjadji IV. It just, and so on until I call all the 12 kings and queens. No one claimed, because and you will never know. Now, when this taboo thing happened, whereby one who was a suitor to Maguwo came to claim the paternity, it's a taboo. Right, fine. What happened was that because as the Royal Council and the Royal Family, we know that Masalanabo has been born from the womb of Maguwo, and we are related to her. We are related to her. Now, what we did was that we explored all avenues. We went to the court. I remember at one time when this father, who was claiming to be the father of of Masalanabo. At one point, they even wanted to fight when we were at Manguel Magistrate. You know, democracy of nowadays, sometimes culture and tradition, our culture and tradition is not respected. They said, no, he's the father. He is entitled the rights to do. You see, the moment even court says he's the father, he is entitled, you see that in itself is automatic disqualification. It happened. We went to court. That was there. He took the child, ran around all over the world with the child. We came back. We said that. Okay, what next can we do? The last thing and the last effort that we did was to engage the office of the president. When we were writing a letter to the office of the president, it was not that we want the office of the president to come and decide on our matter of traditional leader. We know they are not supposed to do that. But we wanted to say, Mr. President and the ruling party, this is your person who is senior in government. You work with him. Can't you come and tell this person to move out of the affairs of the Modjadji people? That's what we wanted the president to come and do that. We wrote two letters to him. You know, when we realized, that no, man, time is running away. We need our child. We wrote a letter to him to say, come here, we want to have a meeting with you. He rejected. And he said, no, I'm busy. We wrote another letter. He rejected. He said, I'm busy. You see, we have done all avenues. And remember, if a person has captured the child and he has got his own reasons because he thinks that child is going to be the future king, he has got his own reasons. I mean, what are the reasons why this man who has captured the child can have to say he's refusing to bring back the child? The social worker who was in the team of people who must come and assess and check, because, you know, we were worried. She is our child. You know, a team of people was put, social workers, psychologists. She came here to inspect and check. When she left here, she said, I'm satisfied. This child, actually, the way we have assessed her and the like and so on, she needs to be integrated with the family, because even psychologically this thing is affecting her and so on. Now somebody is carrying that child, is moving all around, asking donations, going even in outside countries to say, I have got a queen. Who in actual essence must announce a queen? Is that person? Can we allow that? That our traditional institution must be captured by this person, who also is not even related to us by blood. This person who is carrying this child. Remember, we can give you the stories why this person ultimately ended up coming next to us and so on. To cite one example, there was an issue of Balobedu language in 1996, when one of our own, the committee, wanted to dispute the constitution. And then we wrote a letter to say, no, we dispute the constitution to be passed because we want Balobedu to be included in the constitution. Because he is there, of course, this person is a Balobedu subject. They approach him to say, no, you are coming from Balobedu. And then, can you go and check who is this? Can you go and talk to these people so that they come and withdraw their dispute? We will come and attend to their issue of Balobedu. That's how that person came to us. And just like any other subject, we have got many subjects of Balobedu who come here to say, no, we are the subjects from here, Balobedu. We can assist you in terms of legal advice and the like. He was one of those. But now, having captured the child, and at the same time, if you have listened to the speech of the regent, that is what we know. He takes the child that he has captured to the enemy who was sitting around the table there, opposite table, claiming this institution, saying that now we are the rightful heir. And that enemy has lost. This man who has captured the child is taking the child there, and he's even writing letters to say those people are the rightful people. Don't you see that this is dangerous to our institution? We have done all avenues. We have got proof. We have got letters here. We have done all the avenues. We have gone to court. Now, if the court it's not taking our custom and tradition seriously, that our queens are not married. The children, the queen, no one can claim paternity. It's democracy. If you come and claim to be the father of the child of the queen, definitely you are automatically disqualifying that child. Now the other issue, you say, is it do the same process of preparing those secret things to Masalana. You know, when we started in 2006, 2008, and so on, we were still accommodating that some of the process which were skipped, we can make sure that she undergo those processes. But now, you see, when you know that if you capture a person, you will capture even the mind and everything and so on. You see, now even today, even now on the last minute, we were saying 3 years, 4 years, it was last minute. Because let me tell you one thing here, in terms of our culture and tradition, if you are to ascend the throne, the legend has been indicated, there are processes which you have to undergo until the age of 6. You are not supposed to even move out of the family. Because Gakiloveli, Urudo Ulie, Diloje, Kosing Wediwa, about Telamare, Telamaramanu, about Tedemaramanu, Gabukabato Tedegal. You are not going to deviate to do what you are supposed to be doing, right? From there, the other puberty age, there are certain things which you undergo. Puberty age, adulthood age, and so forth. Now, when you have developed all those things, then you will be able to qualify. So, as a result, we have got a proof. We engaged even government officials, to the premier, we communicated, to the president, we communicated, but we don't blame them. We don't blame them. Maybe they were getting wrong information, like wrong information has been going all about. That's the reason why we say, we're even responding, saying the day shall come when we are going to expose all these things. Right. Now, the last thing which I will have to respond on it is that it is not a secret that we had one family, who is Mugoto family. I must explain this so that people must understand. You see, Mugoto family, we are related to them. They are our relatives. They are our relatives. We have got many incidents. This family tried by all means to usurp and claim that this institution belonged to them. There was a time some years back, 40, 50 years, when one of the commissioner at the former Devil's Kloof, who was conniving, who wanted to destroy our institution, connived with one of them who was a police that side, who gave them chance to come again, and then now they wanted to take over. they even came here, and then now they removed members from the traditional authority and the like and so on. And we fought that, and they could not succeed. Now in 2006, when they were coming for the second time in 2006. Now they were lodging this officially that no, this throne belongs to us. We proved before the commission. 2012 again, we were in Bulugwan. They were sitting at the opposite. They were saying, no, this throne belongs to us. The commission gave them chance to talk. When you say this throne belongs to you, can you prove? They were unable to prove. They were dismissed. Now today, we start to realize that this Dr. Matsula Mutsika, who captured our child, it's working with them secretly, because our headmen, head women come to report to us that they are moving around, saying that no, we are going to take that throne, and then support us, we are going to take that throne, because when you take the throne, we will put you. They are even coming to some of those people who are related to us. Remember, we have got the Marsha people, that's our name, Marsha people. They are related to our us. The Muliga people are related to us. The Murasata people are related to us. They move around to go into them and say, no, come in, let's support us because we want to take over that institution. Do you think we are just fools? We are not fools. And that will never happen. And we are prepared to die.
Thank you, Mr. Mambule. We'll now take some responses from Mr. Ramuseta.
Magagishu Dumela, and thank you very much, honorable members of Alenkamo and members from the media. It's important that we must say thank you for you having come, because la Lekukela Modjadji Royal. You have been listening to a number of stories, and today you have heard the truth, we believe. But at the bottom line of everything, something which I believe is true, you want to know and you want to understand. Kiagore, why is the Modjadji dynasty shifting from the queens and now Babea Hosh? That's all what you want to know. All these other things you may put as peripheral questions, but the bottom line is that. The background is very clear. Yagore, the regent has given an explanation. Buhosi via Modjadji, there was never a stage where it was pronounced that it is for Basadi or for Banana. That one you must catch. That's why for the whole 400 years, we had a time, and at the first 200 years, the kings. And now there was a time when the queen was enthroned. Given that, it means ours is a monarch. It can go either way. That is the bottom line. And as to where it goes, it becomes the decision of the royal family. The decision of the royal family, which will communicate such a decision to the Royal Council. Then processes begin. You have to understand and master that. Indeed, explanation from the speech by the regent and from what Ndate Mambeule has indicated have tried to allay and answer in responding to all those. Why today the decision and the big decision has been taken that Prince Lekukela Modjadji is the one who will be ascending the throne come next year. They have given all those reasons. But maybe just to assist you, there is a question, which was almost the first question, which says, when the decision was taken, was Masalanabo consulted? Mahalishi, let us be very honest. We are talking from the explanation, from the speech, explanation by Mandela. It becomes very clear that the child whom we are talking about, Masalanabo, it's without our reach. We are not waving her. She has been snatched by those who had powers to snatch her. She is not in our midst. And under those circumstances, how do we go out and make the necessary consultation? It's a myth, it will not happen. Maybe this question, it would have been better if it was going to be asked to the person, maybe when you go consult, after all, we don't even consult. You see, Prince Lekukela is the current regent. When the sister died in 2005, he was given the responsibility, number one, to lead that royal family. And number two, to bring up Banabakos, Lekukela, and Masalana. Number three, he was also entrusted by the Royal Council and the royal family to bring them up so that at the end of the day, he must also teach them all matters that are related to sitting on the throne and ruling. How would we expect Mpapata to teach the child who was not there, who has been snatched away? It was very difficult. So it did not surprise us when he came back and said, I have taken this one step by step. And therefore, as the royal family, we are saying, let this be the one who must sit on the throne. The consultation with Masalanabo was neither here nor there. It was not just going to be feasible. There is another question. The question, I will leave that one off the table. I think Mr. Mambeu, you have responded adequately about Tebu. At what point the question said, did you explore all possible avenues before you make the announcement to Mpapata? It is very clear, very straight, doesn't need a ruler. We have done everything humanly possible, trying to interact with the perpetrator, going to the courts, writing also to the officials of the department, let alone the president. But one may not blame the president. You see, I believe the reason why the president might not have responded is he wanted to give us chance as the Royal House and the Royal Council so that we address it. But I don't believe the president is not aware of this mammoth problem that is facing the Royal House. There is a question which was also raised, which I just want to put some article. Submissions of the candidate. Yeah, the speech, which speech we believe you'll be having it electronically even before you leave here, indicate very well that there were times when Kokta needed the name as to whether when Prince Mpapata is a regent, is on whose behalf. The speech is very clear. There were times where the name Masalanabo was submitted. There were times where the name Lekukela was submitted. And but in the end, beloved, when the decision had to be made, the royal family came up with the final person who had undergone all the preparations. Let the nation know that as the Royal House, as the Royal Council, we remained open, but with the final expectation that from the Royal House they will come up with a candidate. That's what was abufieli ndo ya byona. Prince Lekukela ke ngwana wa the late Queen Modjadji the 6th ile go Makoko. Masala nabo ke ngwana wa Queen Modjadji the 6th ile go Makoko. There is no jit around that. Maybe the last question. The last question was talking about any response from the president. It's true, and it is confirmed that we have written an article. The president will respond and respond at the right time. But the fact of the matter remains, all communiques have been forwarded to his office. But what I respect the president for is, he will not come here and try to assist ordinary Keteman. You are We must give him respect for that. Unlike some people who want to dictate to us as to who the next heir to the throne should be. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for the responses. So, colleagues, I just want to find out, do you still have more further questions? Once, twice. Yeah. Once, again, twice, again. Okay, all right. It seems as if we came to the end of this very important.
Modjadji.